Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hey, Demon Dog. Hey, September. Ah, so it's been a very long time since I played a Tales game, and their quality is Aston, cut it out, please. Their quality is varies wildly, but I played through the first hour or two of this one, and it was pretty good. Um, it's a From what I've seen, it is a take on the story of the Man in the Iron Mask, which there's been a few good stage plays of. There's been a couple of movies. Some of them were good. Others had Leonardo DiCaprio in them. And yeah. So the actuality of it, the actuality, sure. The truth of it is that no one ever knew who the Man in the Iron Mask really was, or if they did, they went to their grave with that information. So yeah, this is yet another take on that idea and what could have been. And France is very much portrayed as a country of fascists. So if that bothers you, well, clearly you haven't talked to a lot of world leaders. France has a long history of slavery and indentured servitude, especially of black people. So we're going to play this game, and I think it's going to lean hard into that. So content warnings for themes of slavery. Anyway, let's do this. Let's give it a try. Couldn't hurt, probably. Starting the game, it takes a sec. It's one of those, that take a sec. First time I tried opening this, so there's a weird Windows thing with monitors. If you set something as monitor 1, but it's not all the way to the left on your internal desktop setup, then sometimes certain games, programs, whatever, will default to the leftmost monitor instead of what's registered as the main monitor. And plus, main monitor and monitor number 1 can be two different things. Windows monitor system is a fucking mess. But in any case, now it's starting up on the correct monitor. So that's what counts. But the first time it did try to start up on my leftmost portrait monitor, and it was so tiny. It was so small. We got a music video at the beginning, as is a thing in a lot of RPGs nowadays. Tales of Arise. It's also another warning, it's anime. The first way I played a Tales of game was the fan translation of Tales of Fantasia, which is horrifically bad. It doesn't have a lot of broken English or anything. The English and grammar are just fine. It's the fact that you get lots of lines like, Arshay fucks like a tiger. Hey, Fel3, good to see you. Basically, the fan translation scene at the time was run by teenagers, and there was a lot of drama, and everyone claimed their group was the only one that was doing accurate translations, and really none of them. They're adults now, and most of them, I think, regret their behavior. Fan translations are a lot better now. I do like this music video. This is real nice. Having a vocal song at the beginning of a Tales game is a long-standing tradition. It's not 100% of the time, but it's something that you hope for going in. Now, the last one I played was Tales of Symphonia. I played about halfway through Symphonia 2, but it is a lot of fiddly micromanagement, and I ended up falling off at about halfway in. Oh yeah, you can see my mouse cursor. It's even a software cursor. That's fun. Oh no, it just goes straight back to the music video. Oh shit. Symphonia 2 is not a good game. I enjoyed what I played of it as the thing. It's just, as I said, fiddly micromanagement. The story was nonsense, but in a way I found it really fun. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with you and say it was a good game, because it's definitely not, but I will say that there's a lot of things about it that are enjoyable. Alright, so like I said, I played through the first hour and change, so we're just going to start at the beginning. Put the difficulty all the way up, because that's how I play games for some reason. I guess I'm a little video game masochistic. That's something that's pretty in common between everyone in the system, actually. Data usage agreement. Don't agree. Damn right. I think I've got everything set. It doesn't do ray tracing or anything, so I don't have to run it in full screen. Ray tracing works a lot better in dedicated full screen most of the time, I found. Although in Spider-Man, it didn't matter at all, and it could run in either. It's not a completely terrible game, it's just not good. There you go. Arise is pretty good. Not the best in the series, but pretty good. That's what I'm hoping for. Honestly, that is really what I'm hoping for. Also, I hope it has a better ending than a lot of these games go for. Very difficult if you're coming straight from Symphonia, though. I don't know. I found it very, very easy for the first little while, so we'll see if that changes as we go. I believe we can just change the difficulty on the fly, so it shouldn't matter if it does become too difficult. Oh, very different. Okay, I'm dyslexic. That explains that. We want to do Wii Shovelware again. But used game stores don't exist here. Don't worry, I'm correcting myself, L3. Dyslexia is awful. But used game stores don't exist here anymore. They did get rid of them. Yeah, that's a damn shame. Yeah, I enjoyed what I played of this, and that's why I'm streaming it instead of just playing it on my own time.
Long past, it was believed that Mother...
No worries, I know you end up on a bigger delay than most people. Not sure why.
Rena, on the other hand, was thought to be the domain of the gods. Apparently,
I'm gonna mute myself for this.
The departed could rest forevermore. Oh, how wrong we were.
This is a very Star Ocean-y style story, too. Almost like Star Ocean Gaiden in just the way the history and stuff are presented.
And its fearsome beasts, known as Zeugles.
Also, Zeugles is the least threatening name ever.
Overnight. That was 300 years ago. The world of Dana fell under Renin rule, and its new masters split the land into 5 distinct realms. And now today, Orbis Calaglia, one of the Renin's 5 realms. It is ruled over by the tyrant Balseph, Lord of the
Balseph. September and I were making fun of that name basically the whole time I was playing this.
Its barren wasteland. Dust storms course over the rocks and crags, and no relief is to be found from the oppressive heat.
Like, that could have been Romanized any way you want, and you went with Balseph.
Toil as slaves. Day after day they suffer, under the ruthless oppression of the Renin soldiers, with only one hope of escape. Death.
You get it.
Only in death is their agony finally brought to an end. They have forgotten what it means to be free. So complete is the Renin's domination.
So, content warnings are standing from basically here on.
You call that pushing? Put some back into it, embedded.
And there's our non-titular man in the Iron Mask.
Why you?
Let me.
Huh. What is this? Some kind of slave support group? Mind your own business, you worthless. All right, third squad, time to regroup.
I had also thought of Balusev or Borisev.
Go on, get moving.
Hey, wait for me!
Got the usual cadre of anime voice actors too.
Iron Mask?
That's okay, Cole. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. Iron Mask, you're bleeding. We need to get you looked at by Doc.
Oh, Sif, oh no.
Safe and sorry, I suppose.
You're right. That's even worse. I'm just gonna call him Brosef now. So for some reason, this scene is done in a third-person over-the-shoulder camera, and nothing else that I saw in the game is. And I found that very strange and just wanted to point it out. I'm sorry, Iron Mask. You got hurt because of me. Don't sweat it, kid. It's not like I felt anything. That's why Doc but that's why Doc tells you to be extra careful, doesn't he? Yeah, but at the end of the day, I chose to stick my neck out for you and I don't regret a thing. So don't sweat it, Cole, okay? Okay. Thanks, Iron Mask. So on top of the unremovable Iron Mask, he also cannot feel pain. So he gets hurt a lot without knowing it. No loitering, embedded. We'll learn about embedded as we go. Oh, I just noticed that if we're done with all the dialogue with a character, it puts a check mark by them. That
I doubt Doc's gonna like what he sees.
is a really good quality of life feature. Wow, why doesn't every RPG do this?
Ah, you again.
Sorry to trouble you, Doc.
Sorry, Marty.
Prepare yourself, and there'd be no need for sorries, would there? Now sit. So, still unable to remember anything, I take it?
And how?
Nothing but that strange dream.
No face, no memories. Unable to feel pain, yet only too eager to take on everybody else's. What will we do with you? Here, let me see.
Acid scars on the doctor's face.
You may not be able to feel pain.
Those are way too deep to be supposed to be liver spots.
Like everyone else. If you're not more careful, you'll wind up dead without even realizing it one of these days.
I watched another slave die today. More corpses than I care to count.
Unfortunately, that's hardly a rare sight around these parts.
Danins are always dying, and the Renins just watch. How long can this continue? Why doesn't anyone stand and fight?
keep your voice down, will you? If only it were so simple, my friend. There have certainly been uprisings, all right. 3 centuries worth of the damn things. As for all the good they've done, take a look around and judge for yourself. There. That should just about do it. Now,
Avi, you're finished the dialogue star? It's a really good feature. It should go to other series.
You were the one who taught me just how things work around here. You know I'll always be grateful for that. But I can't just...
The race is won by the calm and the steady. You're still young. You have time. Wait for the right moment, both for yourself and the world.
Reese. Not in Borderlands 3, though, where they changed his voice actor because he was not happy with how people were being treated.
Against your skin. Even a slave's entitled to that. Just do me a favor and keep a low profile, all right? You stand out enough in that mask as it is.
Rail series did it for all 3D ones. That's awesome.
Guess I'll go back to my room.
He's the scab from Borderlands 3. Oof. They also changed Claptrap's voice actor, and it's really weird because he doesn't sound like Claptrap anymore. You okay? Thanks for saving me earlier. Still can't go this way, right? I'm gonna just punch this guy. Aw, it's a JRPG. I'm not allowed to attack random NPCs. I would love to see that feature in more games, so if you come up with any, please let me know. Bright eyes stick these weird stones on our bodies and then work us to the bone until we're dead. As if the routine beatings from them weren't enough. When they were in a really bad mood, they like to sick their zoogles. They like to sick their zoogles on us. You think a zoogle is like a zook? Oh, there's more. There we go. No? Why is there an exclamation point? Instead of a check mark. Huh. That's odd.
I'm a slave, just like everyone else here. So how come I don't have a spirit core?
Just in case you didn't notice.
For that matter. Not like worrying about it will change anything.
Also the Master of Masters from Remind. Oof. What are you looking at? You looking to get your ass kicked too? Seriously, I'm tripping out over this guy not getting the check mark. I guess we'll find out later. They're not moving. Damn it. Hey, what you up to? Every last one of you embeddeds will die, and then we can do whatever we want with you. Now burn! Oh, the Zoogles are so cute, though. It's a Super Saiyan dog. Hame cuddles. Get to bed, embedded. That's why we call you that. Not exactly playing the sympathetic villains here, are they? Nope. No matter how tired you get of seeing them, you can always find Rena and Lenegis hanging up in the sky. There we go. I hate it. It's like they're watching over us, keeping an eye on our every move. It's a binary system. That Lenegis especially is something, well, a reverse binary system is something else. There's no way we can ever hope to beat the Renans when they can build floating castles like that. Hi, Beekeeper. Thank you. Did I give you permission to walk up the job embedded? I don't think so. Ever wonder what those bright eyes like to burn all over the place? I'll tell you, it's the fuel they make us mine for. There's no reason for us to do it. Once we do, they just take it and light it up, and that's why it's hotter than hell here. Listen, whatever the bastards do to you, don't even think about trying to fight back against them bright eyes, got it? I know. Not like any of us have a chance in hell of ever beating one of the... Oh, that's the younger guy. That's fine. He can have the same voice. One of those soldiers or their Zoogles, let alone Lord Balsaf. Shh, don't talk about this in public, you two. Who knows what they'll do if they hear you guys. Did you want to return to the Tales series after not playing since Symphonia? Honestly, I just saw this was on sale, and I bought it. It's like, oh, I haven't played these in forever. And it wait, Iron Mask. I'm trying to catch a little shut-eye over here. Aww.
I should get some rest.
Oh, I'm gonna stab the... Oh. I guess I'll get some rest.
I wonder how many people have slept in this bed before me. Mine for now, but for how long? Tomorrow's another day.
Terraforming is also possible. You actually do find out the reason pretty quick. Yeah, and then I saw that it was themed after the Man in the Iron Mask, which is, you know, a bit of history that I've always found very interesting.
Huh? Great.
So I was like, yeah, let's do this. What are you doing? You better go to your assigned position before the Bright Eyes beat you. Alright, no approaching water without permission. Ick. Hurry and get going. You're on freight hauling duty today. Yeah, sometimes they get an exclamation point instead of a check mark. Quit wasting time and get to your position for today.
Great. Time to start another day toiling away for the Renans. Am I gonna do this until the day I die?
Come on, Zoogle. I got a treat for you. It's this armored man next to you. He's real meaty under that armor. No, not going for it. Each bubble still changes color to show that you've talked to them already. Yeah, it does, which is fine, but now I'm curious as to what the difference is between the two states. How are your injuries? Don't get up to anything too reckless out there, alright? Maybe it means I can play Triple Triad with them. You don't belong here. Get back to your position or I'll make you sorry. Oh yeah, well... You're short. Wait. No, that's not right.
Look lively, slaves. Let's see some work around here.
I'm sure it'll explain it at some point. Super Mario USA bomb onomatopoeia balloon. .jpg.
Grenar!
Well, that's coming real soon, Demon Dog.
Zephyr, she's here!
I also like the armadillo trains. That man is dead.
The hell?
Sure is convenient that, well, I won't point it out. It'll come up soon.
Come back!
You miss some of the dialogue. Talking to people, it can come as kind of a surprise what Iron Mask's superpower is. Gonna try and be careful to get most of the dialogue. Sometimes that happens to me when I wear heels. I trip, and then I float gently down into a canyon.
The girl's nowhere to be found.
You used to be able to run in heels.
Did you find anything?
It's practice more than anything. Now my legs don't work so good.
Such short notice.
Hey, you're...
Hi.
Over there! Don't move!
Go now!
Thank you, Bad Road.
Stay still! You cost us a lot of trouble, you know. Now we
You
can
really
use the easy way or
think
not.
that that's gonna go your way? Just Gotham Knights them the fuck off the train.
So bad. It's just you.
Choo choo. Chugga 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 chugga.
Focus on the girl! Jump over at the front! Take the girl alive! This man is expendable!
Armored soldiers!
Speaking of Gotham Knights, there is now a cutscene fight that I wish we got to do ourselves. Right down to the cheesy ass fucking Matrix dodge. This is some B game beauty right here.
Hey, you two!
It's very well made as B games go. That man is dead. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, now that man is dead.
Away you go!
Exactly, Fel3.
Hope you can jump!
It holds together a lot better than the sister series Star Ocean, which has had one really good game and one half of a very good game. Out of, I think, 5 and a side story now.
You all missed your chance to become Lord, which means you lot live and die for me, the mighty Balsaf!
He even pronounces it the worst way possible.
Hurry up and bring me Shion!
Balsaf.
Even the drink's lost its appeal.
Someone's in a bad
The way
mood.
his mouth moves is so good.
Lord Wolsey, ruler of Orbis Calaglia. Ah, but it's wild beast you prefer, isn't it? Do forgive me.
Ganabelt Volkiris, what do you want?
From what I hear, you seem to be having some trouble over there in Calaglia. As a fellow lord, I merely...
Something
thought
very
that was
Warhammer 40k about this guy, right? This giant dude with massive pauldrons
A rat when it's sniffing around.
and a face that dwarfs his own nose.
Imagine the emotional toll failing to ascend the throne not once but twice must take. A most distressing state of affairs.
Shut up! It's not.
They should have a Warhammer Tales of crossover.
And so quickly, I must say. It won't be
It's even
long
the size of a fucking
Sovereign.
Space Marine.
Forward to it, and you can be sure I won't forget our little chat.
Wait till he pulls out the Terminator armor.
Until next time.
Oh, I noticed this. They black the screen so they don't have to animate the cup shattering to pieces. And if I didn't know a lot about game design, I might not have even noticed that that was to save work.
Where?
You awake?
Who are you?
The name's Tilsa. I'm the medical officer for the Crimson Crows. You're in one of our safe houses.
Crimson Crows?
Don't tell me.
Exactly, Beekeeper.
We're the
It's
reason.
much easier to just have a cup model than to have a cup model that turns into multiple pieces.
The Danon Resistance? I didn't know such a thing existed.
Oh, we exist all right. Though I guess we're not as famous as I thought we were.
She's also got a familiar voice.
Seems like I know more about you than the other way around, Mr. Iron Mask. Is it true you can't take that thing off?
Yeah. Worse is that I don't even know why I'm wearing it. That woman I was with.
Oh, yeah. She's quite the character, isn't she? Zephyr should be interrogating her over in the Slammer as we speak.
You locked her up? Why?
Why? Go take a look for yourself if you're so interested.
We've got a person named Zephyr here, except it's pronounced Zephyr, and that's very odd to me, since they really should be
What the hell is going on?
pushing the French
I
influence.
need to go and find out for myself.
So I find it very odd that they refer to him as Zephyr instead of Zephyr. Want to know something? I'll tell you what I can. What is this place? This is the old Zion Mine, one of the Crimson Crow's safe houses. Abandoned mines like this one are pretty commonplace, so we have no shortage of places to hide out. If you want to know something, I can tell you what I can. Oh, yeah, that's repeated dialogue. What are the Crimson Crows? I told you, we're a resistance group fighting the Bright Eyes. Our goal is to liberate Calaglia from the Rena. So injuries are a constant thing for us. It's distressing work for me as a medic. Who's Zephyr? Zephyr is the Crimson Crow's leader. He's not just physically strong, he's got real smarts. He's indispensable to us. If you want to know something, I'll tell you what I can. Hasn't anyone tried to take a grinder to the closure? I'm almost certain yes. That does seem like something that would have been tried at some point. Of course, he doesn't have any memories before he was enslaved and found with the Iron Mask on, so it's also totally possible that no one has tried it. Where's the woman? The jail's up ahead. Zephyr's interrogating her now. You can check it out if you're curious, but I wouldn't disrupt the interrogation if I were you. If you want to know something, I'll tell you what I can. Who are you fighting? Who else? The Renans ruling over Calaglia. The ones that came down from Lenegis have been giving us hell for the last 3 centuries. Of course, we can't even reach neighboring towns, much less Lenegis. So our current target is the Renans in Calaglia and their lord, Balsef. What am I fighting for? Ow! I also am a fan of the Mega Man X series. Zephyr has been declared indispensable. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my head still hurts. So if you hear me curse, it's not at any of you or the game, it's at my head. Keep reading Calaglia as Caligula. Yeah, that happened to me when I first started too. Alright, I'm good, thanks. Maybe if they have an exclamation point, that means that if you need direction, then you can that is included in their dialogue, like something plot important. I'm gonna test out that theory as we go. Well, if it isn't Iron Mask himself, good to see you, buddy. Have we met before? Nah, we've never met before, but you're definitely famous in these parts. Everyone knows you as the buckethead who stands up to the armored soldiers and can take a beating from them like it's nothing at all. Guys like you don't come around that often at all. It'd be weird if we didn't know about you somehow. And yeah, he doesn't have anything plot relevant to say, and it shows a check mark. So far, so good. The only reason the Bright Eyes want to mine through Calaglia so much is so they can get as much fire out of this realm as they possibly can. Alright, see, they may be plot important, but they aren't instructions as to what to go next, is what I mean. I was hearing Coagula, but that's a comics character. Hey, I noticed you don't have a spirit core on your body. Did you dig it out yourself? You did really good not having any of the Bright Eyes catch you without one all this time. I'm impressed. Try not to wander around too much. What are you gonna do? Hit me with that spear? I won't feel it. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Damn it! So it wasn't a lie. The slightest touch is like being struck by lightning.
What are you doing?
Danger, danger, high voltage.
What did she ever...
Mind your business.
When we touch, when we touch, when we kiss, when we kiss.
So even if you don't mean to hurt somebody, if they touch you, they get electrocuted, huh? It doesn't seem to be poison or magic. Is this the reason Balsef's soldiers were after you?
You know, I was trying not to make that joke this time. I'm glad you did.
Forces have been getting pretty restless. When we looked into it deeper, the word thorns came up over and over again.
September was here my first time through this scene when I did make that joke.
Drop the attitude. Did you really think we wouldn't find out anything about you? Miss Shion Imaris?
That's her name? You mean she's...
What? You didn't figure it out already? Yeah, that's right. This lady's got herself a surname, which means one thing. She's a Renin, our enemy.
Yeah, but she was being chased by Renin soldiers. So then, why?
That's exactly what we're trying to figure out. After all, aside from the clothes they wear, there's only one way to tell a Danon from a Renin, and that's whether their eyes light up or not. Ain't that right, Bright Eyes?
Big talk for someone who can't even use astral arts. Embedded.
Don't you call us embedded! Look, you see the stone your people embedded in me? There isn't one. Because we gouged them out the day we swore to rise up against your kind. This scar's a reminder, not to rest until every last one of you is...
Zephyr reminds us of Van Damme from Xenoblade 2. Yeah, actually, quite a lot.
It looks like those thorns of yours won't do you much good.
He doesn't goof around as much, though.
Still, inflicting pain on anyone who comes near you. That's one hell of an ability.
You're wrong.
It's a curse.
Is some kind of great ability?
I used to think that I caused pain to anybody who came near me.
Fair enough. All I know is Balsef must have his eye on you for a damn good reason. And until we find out why...
An ambush!
They must have tracked us down. Evacuate as planned. Hurry! And bring the girl. She gives you any trouble, wave a spear in her face.
Got it.
Hey, Iron Mask. Sorry, but right now it's everyone for themselves.
That is a rusty fucking sword.
Welcome our guests. Don't go dying on me.
Come on, move.
And don't try and...
Move it, Fox! Don't you go dying on me. Ah, I see. As a robot, you're ground type. Ah? 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 Alright, so we got the dull sword. But still in the third-person camera. Thought it stopped here.
I have to find an exit and get the hell out of here.
And, just save over the old file, since I won't be using it. I like save anywhere, you know, get rid of those old save point systems that don't really have a place anymore. Or which survived long before, or long beyond, the point where they were necessary. If we recall correctly, you can switch the camera somehow, I forget how. I'll figure it out. If the Bright Eyes arrest you and try to make you rat anyone out, you have two options. Either break out or find a way to keep quiet. Permanently. Doesn't look like there's a way to switch the camera. Activity records. That's yet another way. Tutorials. Just in certain areas, it goes into the weird third-person camera. Yeah, just slides on in. That's interesting. I guess it's intended to be kind of cinematic as you come out here and it zooms out. Damn it, what the hell are the lookouts doing? How did Balsef's men ever find this place? Hey, after playing Gotham Knights, this menu seems downright simple. One of the things I liked about the Shadowrun trilogy, all three games had a save anywhere system. Very much. Though apparently it breaks in Hong Kong if you do it at the wrong parts.
Find out about this place.
Damn it! If it wasn't for that armor the Bright Eyes wear, I could totally take them one-on-one. They're just ordinary run-ins underneath. There's nothing else that's special about them. All the machinery in their armor makes them way bigger and stronger than they otherwise would. I hate it. Those guys play dirty. Rump.
Have these kinds of...
Damn it, that Bright Eye woman took advantage of all the confusion and broke out.
This entire time? And I just didn't know.
Yes. That was the point, yes. Thank you for pointing that out in dialogue. It's very helpful. Leave everything inessential behind. We'll make do without one way or another if we make it out alive. No use trying to take on the armored soldiers like this. It'll only mean more casualties for us to deal with later. Back into over the shoulder, and now our first fight.
Stop right there. Oh.
They've taken some of the good parts of Star Ocean, added in a
Girl who was here.
little bit of something like Dark Souls for the dodging. And it takes it takes a lot of influence from a lot of places, and that's totally cool.
You dare address a Renin armored soldier that way? I'll show you embedded.
Also, this music kicks so much fucking ass. Alright, RB for a normal attack. You can string up to 3 attacks, which can change later. Arts are special actions performed by expending parts of your arts gauge. They're done with the top 3 buttons. And evading is RT with a joystick direction. It's very much from that era of RPGs.
Talk or die!
So much for playing nice. All right, we're up.
I forget how to lock on.
Real fight.
Just clicking the stick isn't doing it.
I won't go close.
Maybe I'm not allowed to lock on yet.
It's over.
Ah.
Take this. You're finished. Swallow blade. You're mine. Here I come. Rising wyvern. Mirage.
Oh, I got hit.
Go to hell!
You're mine. Slack.
Die!
Oh no.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
There we go. Good combos.
I won.
Is he calling out the names of his moves? Of course, it's anime. What was the game that came with the Dreamcast? Neverwinter Nights. Sonic Adventure? I remember Evolution, that might be it. Or Skies of Arcadia? I don't know if those were pack-ins at any point, though. Sakuraba's been doing the music for this series from the beginning. Pretty sure he still does now, so I think so, yeah.
It's no matter what.
I also know Sakuraba from his music from Golden Sun, Dark Souls, Baten Kaitos, or Mario Tennis. Yep. Very prolific. He's got a knack for dramatic tones. Hey look, I found a bag. And in the bag is an apple gel. It's delicious. Don't try to make any take on any armored soldiers yourself. You don't have a chance in hell of winning. I literally just did. I guess you weren't watching because you're, mourning. But, I'm good. Oh hey, here's another dead guy. We should really try taking off their armor. We can figure out how it works. Oh no, I don't want to get into a fight. Here we go.
An opponent like this should be easy.
You got spirit!
Oh shit, I rolled right into that. It's fine, you might notice that I currently do not have an HP gauge.
Take this! It's over!
Just left and right as you hold LB. Okay, so I'm already locked on technically.
You're mine! Swallow blade! You're mine!
14 hits, hell yeah.
It's over!
That's like an apple gel worth of damage.
It's over! Go to hell! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
Oh, got me.
Strike! Slash! You're mine! You're finished!
Oh, shit.
Take this! You're finished! Swallow blade!
Oh, I missed.
Blue escape! Swallow blade! You're finished!
Just realized we can't see Iron Mask's eyes, and I'm wondering if there's any future story importance of that now, right? They call him Iron Mask, and we can't see his eyes, but we know that only the Renin have glowing eyes. I'm assuming we're gonna find out he has glowing eyes. Which would fit with what most people believe about the man in the Iron Mask, too, is that he's French. I thought that woman was completely unarmed. How the hell did she get a weapon? Not that I'm complaining, it saved my ass, that's for damn sure. Recently been following Lorna Balfe, who did the score for Black Adam.
Excellency Lord Balseth.
Very cool.
So close.
I haven't seen Black Adam. I actually haven't seen Shazam either, which I need to get around to.
You've got some kind of death wish? Those are armored soldiers you're...
Shut up and get out of here while you still can!
Step aside, slave. These are Renin affairs you're meddling in.
Hey!
We've got a better chance working together. Besides,
Lord Broseph.
indebted to a Janin.
Fine, suit yourself.
Fuck. 2 armored swordsmen. Combos! Actions strung together. Yeah, I've already been doing them. Diminishing returns in combos. If the same art is used multiple times within 4 actions, its penetration will decrease, and enemies will recover sooner. Continually doing so will raise the penalties. Making arts half as effective. So basically, we need to alternate between our our 3 equipped arts.
Word to the wise, I call my own shot. Just stay out of my way and we'll get along quite well.
Kinda new for me if you hadn't noticed.
Oh shit, got me. Good thing I don't have an HP gauge.
One more! Go!
You're mine!
Take
Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
You missed.
one more!
Take this!
I like how smooth the dodging feels. But the Fantasia fan translators wouldn't have been able to stop themselves from calling him Broseph.
Like you possibly gain from helping a Renin like me.
Trust me, I've no great love for Renins. I guess I'm just not as consumed with hatred as some...
What?
Have we met somewhere before?
I have no idea you're wearing a mask.
Can't say I've had the pleasure.
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, silly question. I don't remember anything about my past. Don't have any clues to go on either. Not even my own face.
Let me get this straight.
So these are basically combat tutorials, so that's why we can't be hurt during them.
Something like that. Guess my helping you back there wasn't as self-sacrificing as I made it out to be.
So for now, he's got, like, non-plot related invincibility.
It's not like...
Wait, you really can't feel pain?
Yeah. It's just another thing I don't have. No pain, no face, no memories. I only know one thing about myself, and that's that I'm a slave.
What about your name? You must have one, right?
Iron Man.
Well, they assume he's a Danin because he was in a slave camp.
Said that this way I wouldn't forget I had a real name out there.
And they've said repeatedly that the only way to tell the difference between a Danin and a Renin is their eyes.
What do you think we fought all this way for? Stay sharp. We're going in.
Right. Going in, indeed. Just a sec there. An indicator appears. Right. Here's the skits, which is
See out of that thing?
a Tails thing.
Of course I can. How else do you think I managed to avoid tripping everywhere I go?
What is that thing anyway? It doesn't look like anything Dan and I've ever seen.
Beats me. I don't remember anything about my past. When I came to, I was already wearing it. If I could get it off, I would. Damn thing makes it hard to eat. And I can't scratch my face when it itches. It's the worst.
Honestly, I'm just impressed you've managed to survive this long looking like that. I'm sure you attract attention wherever you go.
Most of the other Danins don't pay it any mind. It's in everyone's best interest to just keep their heads down, focus on their work, and pretend they don't notice.
What about the Renin soldiers? Didn't they notice?
The guards? They're more the kill first, ask questions later type. Be in the wrong place or step out of line and you're dead. Mask or no mask. That said, as long as you keep your head down and don't cause trouble, they mostly ignore you. Honestly, sometimes they don't look all that keen to stir up trouble themselves. A friend of mine said it's because if they kill us without a good reason, it could delay the work and put them behind schedule. At that point, it'd be their necks on the line. You should know more about all that than me, though, right?
I don't serve any of the lords. But I see what you mean. After 3 centuries of Renin rule without much upheaval, it's possible the soldiers might be losing their edge. All this trouble we've caused might be the first excitement they've had in a while.
Well, I don't plan on getting killed for their amusement.
It's being fully voiced in the English version is really unusual for the series. Yeah, in Symphonia, there was no spoken dialogue in the skits, which was bothersome because the text did move automatically.
Glad to see you made it. I heard you managed to escape, but I didn't expect to see old Iron Mask with you. In any case, we're all wanted by the Renins. It'll be easier for everyone if you both just come with me.
Where are the others?
They're waiting for us up ahead. Come on.
Anime.
Stay where you are, dissidents.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That makes sense.
How badly did they want to destroy this hideout?
Apprehend the traitor! Slaughter the rest!
You apprehend the traitor. He just fucking throws his sword at him. It's so fucking good, though. That woman is dead.
Xion!
Wild how they gave her a name and then she's not really dead.
Xion!
That'd be a wild choice to just kill someone like this off in the first hour. The eyes on his mask are glowing right now.
Impossible.
The Master Core.
Also note that he can in fact use arts freely.
No matter. Kill her if you have to. Just retrieve the core.
Alright, time for Fire Sword. Those men are dead. They are literally being cooked alive right now. It's kind of horrifying. That's why they don't show you the faces of people who die in these things. That's why bad guys always wear masks. Human empathy is limited. I can't say it's a trope I enjoy, but it does the job.
You okay?
Your arms!
Oh, yeah. How about that? Guess it's just as well I can't feel it, huh?
You're not in agony? Wait, are you serious?
Hold still.
Huh?
Magicor returns to hiding in her boobs. That just remembered me. That just reminded me of that fucking awful Final Fantasy Legend of the Crystals anime where Sid's nephew hides in the Reina analog's butt.
To mend. A man numb to pain, and a woman whose very touch deals nothing but.
Because he's a ghost, you see. He's a butt ghost.
Thank you.
I highly recommend that anime simply because it uses original concept art Chocobo.
Iron Masque.
Everything else about it is terrible.
I'm not about to go back all that way alone.
So I guess you're not planning on releasing me, huh?
Sorry. You're coming with us.
In that case, there's one thing you should know. No one uses that flaming sword without my say-so.
You
Okay.
don't worry on that score. I doubt many of us could get close to it in the first place, or would want to.
Ox Ghost, why does that sound familiar?
It just might be strong enough to match the power of a lord. No.
Is this the power of the blazing sword?
Are you sure you're okay?
Danny Phantom. Okay, I have no idea then, because I've never watched Danny
That
Phantom.
soldier nailed you pretty good. Not to mention...
All I know is that he's got to catch them all.
They only hit my master core, so I'll be fine. And the flames weren't even hot. It's probably because they're just a manifestation of the astral energy. Honestly, I'm more surprised that you really are incapable of feeling pain.
Did you think I was faking?
No, I believed you. I guess seeing you stay calm while bearing those burns to your hands just really made it hit home for me. It's ironic. I have no problem.
I'm thinking of Bubble Ghost.
But as soon as I try to wield that sword, it's me who gets hurt.
Do you wish you were impervious to pain too? You realize you could burn your fingers off without even noticing, right?
That's a real problem for people who can't feel pain.
And up until now, I haven't come across anything stronger than that blazing sword the whole time I've been doing this.
Especially kids have to work real hard not to accidentally chew their tongue off.
Don't talk like you know me.
You... You're right. I don't get you. I don't get why you're so quick to throw it all away. Not when us slaves have never had a choice in whether we lived or died.
I'll grant them this. They aren't subtle. Shion's fighting style specializes in gun-based long-range attacks and astral arts. I think it was it Opera and Chisato who used guns in Star Ocean 2? Can't remember. I remember Ernest used whips. Celine and Reyna used rods and such. Reyna used gloves? Fuck, it's been so long since I played that. I really should see if there's a way I can like use the PSP version. Else games are some of the least subtle RPGs out there, and that's saying a lot in a genre full of anime. Shion specializes in gun-based, long-range. She can use healing arts on allies. See, she's the girl one, so she can heal. I'm shocked that that hasn't like gone away entirely as a trope. Shion's auto mode. When auto is enabled, Shion will primarily target flying and astral art wielding enemies, yada yada. Arts with healing and support effects consume cure points in addition to AG. Cure points are shared across the party and can be restored with items or by staying in an inner campground. And you can get more by leveling and or finding objects. Alright. Get away from the mine. I want to search around and see if there's treasure around the mine. Hello, mine treasure, where are you?
Our cover's been blown here. Get a move on. We're moving to another base.
Well, that's crap. Fine. Your point is an awful system, and I hope the next game makes it less bad. Well, yeah, we'll see how that works. Oh, fuck. It's not a problem in the first couple hours of the game, is the only thing I can say. Skull with a knife through it. Land of brimstone and swirling ash. Orbis Calaglia. That means, fuck party sphere.
Ganymede Castle. Stronghold of Lord Balsef. Self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom? I hardly knew him.
Let's go.
Alright. I'm gonna go backwards instead, though. This way? Yeah, we're gonna go back and see if any treasure has appeared at the mine. No? Alright. Oh, shit. There's some frame timing issues I'm noticing. Because I'm running a consistent 60 FPS, but sometimes I'm seeing what appears to be frame loss as I play.
They'll attack.
So I may have to switch the frame timing over to NVIDIA like Alice does with Final Fantasy VII Remake. The system that was introduced in this game to make healing feel a bit more limited than it was in Berseria, but it doesn't really work that well. That's a shame. Hi. Zoogles! During combat, press start while in the menu You change your character's control mode. Semi-auto, manual, and auto. It's interesting that that this fighting system got more and more like Star Ocean as it went along. See, semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Manual mode is for those seeking full control, while auto lets the game take the reins, which is probably a good idea for grinding and not much else. You can change which character you're playing. Semi-auto, battle control. So this is just for... There we go. So I want that on him on manual. Oh, I guess it's only for your leader. Huh, alright. Kinda hashing out how to balance things without having TP anymore, yeah. I can imagine that being difficult to work out, and especially with the fact that these games come out every year or two. This one was a big release for this team.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right.
Oops. Ah, I meant to do that.
You're mine! You're finished! I'm on the blade! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! I'll run you through!
Here I go.
See ya! You're mine! I'll run you through!
Here we go.
Pathetic!
Pathetic. Love those victory callouts. I don't think anything's gonna beat Barrett and Yuffie going da 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 though.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Oh, but I wanna. Let me fight this guy that I can otherwise avoid.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine!
I'm on it.
Here I come!
Here I go.
Cannon!
Circle and bring them down.
Here I come!
Cleave right through them.
You can leave that to me.
Not so fast. I'm not on the hill just yet.
Yeah. I feel like fighting things I can otherwise avoid is a good idea.
Moving.
Terry came out in 2016 and oh yeah, you're right. For a while they were coming out quicker than that. I think. It may just be because I'm
I sense a
pushing 40 and time seems to move much faster now.
we can find.
Got the big map to come up. Hate not having a big map. Coming out quicker for a while. Okay.
This is...
Seems you
Remember, this one had an especially long dev cycle too.
never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being...
Yeah,
followed.
don't be a
Have
douchebag.
these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Two teams working on the series, and the games the two put out had pretty distinctly different styles. Interesting. Staying at a campground, yada yada. And
Normally,
now we
should take
can
turns standing,
reminisce,
but this first time,
rest,
watch over things so you
or
can rest easy.
downloadable content. But outfits. Got outfits. And we got echoes. Got unknown difficulty and a very easy difficulty. The fact that they put very easy under a fucking transaction, that pisses me off. That's why I ended up not buying this raw. It doesn't matter that I'm not going to use a very easy. You shouldn't be charging someone money to do that. That's really fucked up. All right. And here's Atelier Sophie, apparently. There we go. Now I've got costumes. All right, this just brings up the Steam store.
I've never just sat and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly...
All right, let's see. Equipment. Yeah, I don't think I need to do that. That's a little overpowered. And with that one, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Saying more or less fucked up than Pokemon White, where easy mode was a reward for finishing the game. That's bizarre and pointless, but I definitely think that charging money for it is a lot worse. Thank you, sweetheart. You did, in fact, just describe every Atelier game. You can change each character's cost. Ooh, I can give her Bnuuy ears. At least that's what it shows on this diagram. Costumes won't work in pre-rendered cutscenes. It's Y to save a current appearance as a custom set. Alright. Okay, I want to give her Bnuuy ears, but I can't. That's some weak shit. Oh, wait. No, still nothing. I can put Baki on her head. I don't know who Baki is. Weapon skin. Oh, I can switch her over to... Wow, that is a strange looking rifle. This one, you're like, oh, it's a sci-fi thing, but this one, it's got wood grain, but it doesn't look like anything that exists in real life. I've thought about trying Atelier games, but I haven't gotten around to it. The people I know who do like them literally say, yeah, they're all basically the same. At least one Atelier game where she's in tiny shorts rather than a floofy dress. Well, of course. Okay, so we don't have any Bnuuy ears. Oh, that's interesting. They share accessories. I am not used to JRPGs allowing me to put things like flower clips in a guy's hair. Huh. See, that at least looks like it could be a real sword. Like they fixed a pistol back end to an M1 Garand. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good description. It's even weirder than it shows through his mask. It's like those 80s stereo fixtures. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. We're gonna go through the...
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zoogles prowling around out here, right?
We go through the skits real quick.
It's important to let your mind...
I like that they just sit here chatting.
Does you a lot more good than you might think.
Zephyr.
I do these skits real quick and then I'm gonna go to break.
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But...
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
A Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renans. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
You could stand to be a little less sympathetic there, bud.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
You're allowed to be angry about this, even if it's a necessary thing. He's just, he's too old. He's too old to be angry, I guess. He's anime old, which is like 25.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul-searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still.
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
There's a bunch of these.
You not feeling pain thing. Is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just... You know, I can't imagine what it's like, that's all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
That's why this game doesn't have a low health alarm.
I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Alright, so we're gonna take a break real quick. Remember that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for. Things like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, and to not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. We have listed here some ways you can help, including the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black, trans, and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land to 6 grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Under the second command are more ways you can help. These are all current campaigns. These are things you can do right now, so please check out some of these links. My wife, September, keeps these up to date, so please let her know if there's anything else that needs to go here. It is the Eternal September in chat. Black Lives Matter, the lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we have to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way up to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. Alright, I'm going to be back here in just a few minutes. We're going to go to break. I'm going to run some ads. We have no stance on ad blockers, so we'll see you soon. And we're back. Yeah. Get the screen back. There we go. Yeah, we're done here, so I'll just hit rest.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Stay.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Frisbee was being a butt.
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right.
This is the most anime explanation of they're just selfishly cruel.
Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power
Boy,
at the
Risby.
contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Yeah, there's a lot of political themes that
The one who's bent out of shape about the whole
flow through this series.
There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
Also, she doesn't want people randomly grabbing her
You don't
boobs.
strike me as the ruthless
Could
oppressor.
have just gone with that.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never
The
thought
lords, what, like Lord Ron,
the cut of your jib, Renan.
Gaylord,
Very well.
Landlord.
As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Lord Zed, there you go.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef.
That's Lord, nice.
Sound good?
I'm reminded of Pride Month Demon.
I've gotta hurry.
Me too, Demon Dog.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
An antidote rock. I sure do love that antidotes are
I
rocks.
hate camping out.
What is under strategy? Oh, this is for automatic. Party members, automatic. You can only use items manually with the character you control. Huh. So you can just make up your own limited AI structure. That's kind of cool. Final Fantasy XII obviously does it better. The Bezor, it forms in a goat's stomach. You know what? Fair enough.
We should be able to eat this.
Wheat. Oh shit. Good thing there's not fall damage. That's even the drop off a ledge roll from Dark Souls. Oh, I can just grab these fish with my bare hands. Or maybe I'm just stuffing them in my mouth.
What's this thing?
Sage, didn't you read the screen? Yay, I can dash up the vines. What's interesting about these is normally you'd see a ladder or vines. But here someone has specifically set up these two poles for the vines to climb up. Fucker better not bark or honking at my dog. What's going on? Outside just blaring on their fucking car horn. The reason that amethyst is called that is because ancient Greeks said they prevented drunkenness. Amethyst. Huh. That's wild. Come up, Gaston. Here, let me move these ice packs. There you go. There you go. Come on. Now there's old ice packs in the way. Come on. Let that out. Come here. Come here. Oof. Alright. Lay down. Lay down. Come on, we both know you want to lay by me. There we go. Good boy. Methiskine is intoxication. Methys alone is just wine. Huh. Interesting all the same. Or apple gel. Not to be confused with apple pen. Apple pen is important.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
So I, of course, because I'm me, tried to fight that thing immediately. It doesn't go well. You can do 1 damage per hit to it, and it can kill you instantly. I can show you. It lets you restart from just before the fight, so I won't lose any progress over it.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me. Wherever
Thank you, Bad Road. I don't know why that didn't go through.
never cross paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7
Oh,
years ago,
okay.
so...
Add Koot.
Remember?
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not. That's not your run-of-the-mill enemy.
L3 waited too long, came back, and killed it in one hit. This is how it goes at this point in the game, though. I keep forgetting I have a jump button. It's not high enough to do anything useful, though. Level 43 Mantis.
We don't have much choice.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh, they're doing 2 damage this time. Oh, I feel real strong now. Aha, I've been resurrected. We'll be singing when we're winning. We'll be singing. I get knocked down. You theoretically could win this fight, is the thing. It would just take hours.
Take this! Slash! Swallow blade! Try harder! Take this!
Perfect dodge.
Rising Wyvern! No!
Oh, I'm dead. Wow, I was doing like 4 damage a hit by the end there. Alright, when the party wipes on normal fights and loses, it costs CP to recover in the same area. While you'll still return to the same area even with no CP, you won't recover your HP, meaning that retreating to accrue cures is wise. Something, something. Well, I live here now. Yeah, I feel like as far as I got there, as long as it doesn't have a special phase, I demonstrated that I was perfectly capable of beating it. Aw, look at these roly-poly little guys.
Normally, I don't pick on the weak.
You're mine!
Don't go charging off like that. See ya.
Slash!
Guess we gotta roll with it. I'll run you through. See ya.
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
See that perfect dodge? Damn, I'm awesome.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us.
Whoops.
I'm only getting
I'm on it.
It's over! Swallow blade!
Cannon.
Now that one was coincidental, but it looked cool.
See ya.
It's over! Slash! Rising Wyvern! You're finished!
Oh, whoops, I waited too long to do my air attacks.
I'm sure I could put this to use.
What meant for letting you accrue huge combos. Ah, yes, I feel like I remember that. Orange gel. I have an apple. I have a pen.
I'll take you.
Apple pen. Pineapple pen.
Here I come! It's over! Here I go! Swallow blade!
Oh, that hurts.
I owe you one!
Thank you.
See ya.
Take this!
Talon Storm.
Swallow blade!
How's this? See
It's
ya.
over!
Talon Storm.
Just tried to stay in the air as long as I could there.
Give 'em all we got.
It's over! Here I come! You're mine! Strike!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Good sounds. So, who are you? Squirrel Owl? I like this guy.
Woohoo!
I like this guy a lot. I want this in my party. What flavor of gel is the best tasting? I'm just gonna, this is the rest of the stream, is just listening to this squirrel owl. Oh, I do have an area map. Good. Standing in one place for a while caused the instructions to come up. Got an owl. Acquired Dogtail 1. A dogtail resembling that of a wise noble Shiba Inu that, when combined with a set of ears, makes it tempting to run around barking everywhere. Okay, so I guess we're gonna be finding owls to get costume accessories.
A symbol to represent ancient Dana.
I'm okay with that. Alright, you both get a dogtail. There you go. Aha.
Out of our way!
Take this! Swallow blade! Talon! Here I come! Here I come! Swallow blade!
I'm only getting started!
Ow.
Slash! Take this! Rising wyvern! It's over!
How's this? Had it coming!
It's over!
Take this! It's over!
I'm on it!
There!
You're mine! Slash! Swallow blade!
Touch cannon!
Ah.
Here I come!
The problem is if I accidentally use Swallow Blade twice, then the uppercut misses. And it's very easy to accidentally do an attack twice in a row. Parallax Stone. A stone that can cause the background to scroll at a different speed than the foreground, creating the illusion of depth. And we're here. Oh, there's an exclamation point. That's probably a bad sign. So now I gotta make sure I'm listening for hoot hoot. There might be. I'll look into that with my shaky hands. That could be very useful.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That's a terrible plan. I said this last time too. That is not how this works. That's like setting your password as password and thinking no one would possibly guess that because it's silly.
Come on.
Oh, you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? I wouldn't call myself a recruit, really. Oh, really? Well, we've all heard plenty about you, so if you ever decide to join up with us, you'll definitely be more than welcome. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebek. It's a Danan enclave with plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Masque, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. Love this tale. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Zion mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. I should say Zion. We have to make sure our sacrifice won't be in vain. Is there anything else you want to know? Am I really that famous? Katie, when is the last time you've seen an anime villain that's smart? The Japanese were way ahead of us in terms of realistic portrayal of evil people. They tend to succeed in spite of themselves. Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And as if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Anything else you want to know? No, I think I'm good. Alright, catch you around. Just look out for armored soldiers and Zoogles when you go out, okay? Zooks. And the tiger poster. These chickens had just laid their eggs, and those damn Bright Eyes took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. Aww, no egg. I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave just like they did it. And they leave just like they did in Masque. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Crimson Crows caused that. Come on, quit standing around talking. We've got water to carry. But you saw those Crimson Crows members. They were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know. Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Well, I need to get in this fountain so I can pick up this sparkly thing.
Should this really be here?
I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. So you can't make anything, is what you're saying. So I've been thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You? With them? But what can you do? Your body's so weak. I can still fight. I have to. That was like a mean way of saying that. I'm assuming that she's very frustrated. It's for our kids, to give them a future. You've got to understand. I know, but... Aww. That went from rude to sweet. All with a single ellipsis. I wonder how much longer this fighting will go on. There's so many Crimson Crows who've gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows? I just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the Renans any angrier. This is like a fairly realistic portrayal of fascist oppression. It's kind of doing what Final Fantasy VI thought it was doing. Which I think is pretty admirable. I'm short on both supplies and manpower over here. Guess I've got no choice but to ask the Crimson Crows for help again. I need to ask the revolutionaries for help making this shelf. Honestly, makes sense. Okay, this is an inn. I could tell because there is a moon. And everyone knows that moons sleep at hotels.
Roof over our heads.
Remember Moon? Item shop. I don't have anything interesting to sell y'all, but you're more than welcome to take a look and see what I've got. Wow, we have no money. Ah, the life bottle. I could sell this single orange gel. Ah, orange gel's now restore cure points. I see. So how about these? Are these treasures to sell, or are these crafting materials? Oh, sure, but, you know, usually wolves have pocket change at least. You're welcome to sleep here if you'd like. You'll have to fix your own beds, or your own food, but the beds are nice and soft. Oh, that's very nice. Don't work too hard out there. So I'm guessing the cooking station is going to be in hotels from that dialogue. I remember all the trial and error creating food in Star Ocean. 2, again, Star Ocean, the second story. The only one that exists. Be careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. My favorite thing in Star Ocean is still Barney. Barney is the best. And I'm glad Barney is a continuing character. Glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. Nath. She doesn't even get a name. These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some, just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here, and they somehow expect us to keep them fed on next to nothing. Thank you, Bad Road. No trial and error in it entails, really, though most games have a character who's comically bad at cooking. Yep. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. Makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile. See, that's nice. People coming together in a situation where they shouldn't have to. That's the first step. First step is fucking caring about each other.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
You thought he was dead.
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right.
Balsef.
We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is. We've all been waiting for this day for far too long.
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime, yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I don't think Iron Mask... You know what? Never mind.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
No, that's just my resting Danon face.
You need reminding? I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan.
Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Ocean Blue Battle Garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Teal'sa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. I mean, it looks real nice. Zephyr left the party because he only joined as a guest. I got any new arts? I think I do. Yeah, still just the 2. Aerial attack, we just have Mirage. So we have 3 arts. But, that's still some doubled slots. Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them. You can toggle each of these on or off. I have a feeling unknown is like a level higher, right? Might try that. You know what? I'm gonna turn that on. Difficulty unknown. One wrong move and you're finished. So yes, I can in fact change the difficulty at any time. So if this is too much, I'll switch back to hard. You're not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you got any questions, lay them out and I'll see what I can tell you. What's your group's goal? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renans, but as I'm sure you know, they've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although apparently our big chance is right around the corner if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. How do the Renans fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their Zeugles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on, so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We can use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Ulzebek? Ulzebek's one of the enclaves where Danon slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here and hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we'd give out supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also doesn't hurt that no one's a fan of the Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the Renans? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Rena, while the smaller object is Lenegus, their stronghold, where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about the name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up. Their eyes are bright. The moon is bright. The moon is right. Whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us Embeddeds, since we're all embedded with a spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot Renans in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. What are Zeugles? Zeugles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know they're all nasty and real dangerous. I mean, the ones we've seen are adorable. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escaped from their keepers, and we call them strays. What are astral arts? It's what the Bright Eyes refer to the powers that they use. They're basically like a kind of magic. Danons can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much a pain to deal with as their Zeugle pets. I'm good, thanks. Alright, if you think of something you need to ask, just let me know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that when there's an exclamation point instead of a check mark, that just means that that's someone who might be able to refresh your memory as to what to do next. Nate's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. The other members and I are going to devise our plan of attack. I have let them know what I intend to make you guys. I have to let them know that I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. We really gonna bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renin lady friend? I'm not sure I like our odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. Just have to trust him. This place here is our hideout. Worst comes to worst, we've got plenty of escape routes ready in case we need to bolt from here too. Yomp. Yomp. Wahoo.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
Alright, let's go talk to that guy over there, which I am assuming is his given name.
Hey.
Nah, no way, Demon Dog. Nate sent us. He said you might be a little short-handed. You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. So, got a bright eye with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. Well, if Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. Ah, what the hell? Name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. This is a lodge? But we all already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around open. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up proper before they head off to a fight. Everybody needs their rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best. Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need to help. I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Xeon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renin snuffed the place out? These are valuable items people risk their lives to gather. Need to get back at least some of them. They should be down around Sandinas Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge. Got it. You're welcome to use the facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Quest begin. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Okay, so subquests are easy to sniff out. Good.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renins.
Alright, I'm busy right now. Yep. Alright, so... meet with the Crimson Crows at Sandinas Ravine. Gonna, like, let me switch maps so I can see what direction this quest is in? I'm assuming it's like, it's the way we came back, but... okay, that's good enough. It did give us an area name that was shown on the map. Alright. Ogdia over there. And San Dimas, yes. Whoa! Alright, let's see what this difficulty level is like.
You're mine! It's over! Slash! Rising Weapon!
And again! Mega Ray! Here I go. It's over.
You're mine!
Here, let me help. First aid!
You're mine!
Psych. I'm only getting started.
You're mine! Swallow blade! It's over!
I have a lot of HP. This may not be worth it simply because of that. Means the fights are gonna take forever.
It's over! Strike! Swallow blade! Rising wyvern! Take this! Swallow blade!
Do I get extra experience or drops from it is the question.
It's over!
Ow.
I'm not done! Slash! Rising Y! Can't move!
Rising Y. Yeah, I think the amount of HP is gonna make that just not worth doing.
I'm not done yet!
That's a problem with a lot of super high difficulty modes, is they're mostly just number go up. Save and go back. There we go. Mushrooms. There's our quest marker. What's up here, though?
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
More antidote rocks. Alright, let's see what's down here. Still fish. Still fish. How what the timer is on those respawning. Is it based on time? Is it based on distance moved? Number of maps crossed? All right. Oh no, they've been beat up.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
No, sorry, I don't know him.
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there.
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on. Sion, do something.
I like that the dog tails
He's already dead.
bounce and wobble.
Damn them. They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough. They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests.
Could be number of instays, that's true.
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
You were absolutely just looking at his butt as far as the camera was concerned.
A cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure...
Iron Mask does tend to project his own feelings onto others, especially...
If
I
nothing
forgot
else,
her name.
This proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So...
Gotta say their name somewhere. Oh, there it is. Shion.
This is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Now let's rest so we can get our cure points back. Speaking of instays.
I swear you can't walk 5 steps without tripping on a Zoogle. This is getting old.
Yeah? But wasn't it you Renans who brought the Zoogles here from Rena in the first place?
They're not just ordinary animals from Rena. Each of them has been modified to suit a particular purpose. In fact,
This just Time Spinner?
originally derived from the animals on Dana, or so I've heard.
What? You Renans couldn't stop at just the people of this planet? You had to screw with our nature too?
You can get angry all you want, but we have bigger fish to fry. So,
It's clearly going to turn out that he's in fact an important Donan.
It's in both of our own interests.
He's going to have feelings about that.
Make sure to get some good rest.
What Donan yogurt is like. Well, they have Donimals, you know, for the kids. No, that's the only other reference I got, and it's to the same thing. So wait, are the Zoogles just Donimals? The Zoogles, basically yogurt.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Ah, rude.
You're mine!
I'm only getting started.
You're mine! Rising Wyvern!
I'm only getting started.
Here I come!
That was a good combo I just did there.
Swallow Blade! Take this! It's over! Swallow Blade!
Sighted.
I missed.
You're mine! It's over!
Whoop.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You're mine! No escape! Swallow Blade! Slash!
Come here.
Here I come! Slash! Swallow Blade! You're mine!
Nicely done.
Maybe find a way to shoehorn in a reference to Ys 8. I haven't played Ys 8 yet. I keep thinking about doing just a series playthrough. Lacrima of Daunus.
No choice! You're mine! I'll take you all on!
Oop.
Here I go. You're mine.
Here I come! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern! You're mine!
Take it.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
They are just all after her now. I don't know how aggro builds in this game. Apparently it built on her.
You're mine! Try harder!
Oop, there we go.
Here, let me help.
Crap.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop
You.
dying?
Right.
Okay, that's pretty good.
No escape! Swallow Blade! Here I come! It's over! Mirage!
It's over.
Well,
You're mine! Slash! Swallow Blade!
This isn't ideal.
Here I come! It's over!
First aid.
You're mine!
Go.
It's over! No
Let me
escape!
help.
Swallow Blade!
First aid.
Rising Wyvern!
Help this.
Here I come! You're finished!
And again.
Here I come!
I love that I can use that fucking uppercut to dodge.
Well then.
I'm sure that won't work against some larger enemies, but it's been really nice to just be able to hit Y and go above an attack. What happened to Donna that she cried that hard? Lacrimosa, I was close. It's possibly our favorite in the series, short of the original, so I'd say well worth a play. Pretty cool. I heard it's, like, long? Like RPGs normally are? Which Ys games have generally been very short, at least in comparison. So I'm interested in how that works. Dougals can't look up. Right, Big Zephyr said so. Damn, so nobody made it, huh? I'm sorry. If we'd arrived a little sooner, we could have... Hey, these things happen. It hurts, but this is the world we live in. I'll take good care of what you brought back. It's the only way we can respect the sacrifice of those we've lost. Hey, when's Daddy coming home? Oh no, that's the guy's kid. Not yet, sweetie. Your dad's gone away for a while, and... Don't lie to me. He's dead, isn't he? I know that whenever grown-ups look sad and say someone's gone, they always mean they're dead. Daddy always wanted me, or always warned me that this might happen one day. He told me to stay strong and be brave. So This isn't right. Poor kid shouldn't have to be dragged into our own mess. Let's report back to Nyath and get ready to fight. Quest complete! Hey, I got money. Not enough to buy anything. Emblem obtained. Oh, okay. After a perfect evade or perfect guard, press RB to trigger an immediate counterattack. Alright. As you fulfill certain requirements for each of your characters, you'll earn titles for them, which unlock arts and skills that they can then learn, making fights easier. You can view the title unlock requirements from the skill panel. You can spend skill points to learn arts and skills from unlocked titles, all of which grants powerful effects, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing right. If there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have the SP for it yet, highlight it in the skill panel and press X. Doing so will turn on an alert that'll notify you once you have enough SP to unlock it. Alright, that's cool. That's a fun system, I like that. Stardust. I have 268 right now. So there's an aerial Stardust, a hidden art that unleashes a barrage of thrusts. Summons a vicious gale as it strikes enemies. That sounds pretty cool. Here we got, allows you to dodge once while in midair. Yep, that's what I'm getting. That's been bothering me this whole fucking time. Alright, and she already has Escape Artist. So we can grab... Evades to the right, then fires 2 water shots that fly from side to side. Increase attack and elemental attack strength when near death. Burning Strike, a beginner fire art that drops 3 fireballs from the sky. Let's get Gemini Aqua, just because it's the cheapest. I think I see a lucky emblem. Gosh. All right. Let's see. Skill panel. Okay, so I can always open up the skill panel here. Yeah, so far, so good. I'm very much enjoying this game. It's 11 o'clock. We should probably call it now. Let me go over in this general direction. And I will hit save, and we'll pick this up again next week. Thanks everyone for coming. This is a blast. It's nice to pick up games that are fun. Bright Paw was great and short, and this is fucking excellent too. We got a schedule that we try our best to keep. ISP notwithstanding. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I did not... My mouse had shut off. That's why it wasn't moving. Go. I like when games are fun. They should be that more often, right? It's becoming a rarity. Alright, Saturday is when Andy is doing his Shadows of Rose DLC stream on his channel, Andy Monian. And then on the Xenon Fiber channel, someone's going to play a game. Sunday, we got Wandering Beekeeper over on his channel, Wandering Beekeeper, playing Wildflowers. Just, honestly, it's really nice to see a farming sim that's more heavily story-based than you might be used to. I've been enjoying that. Monday, we got a... I don't know what Andy's playing next. If they don't finish Shadows of Rose on Saturday, I'm sure it'll be that. Otherwise, it'll be something new. And then September and I are going to start on Arcade Spirits, The New Challengers. Tuesday, we got Annie with Time Spinner. And Wednesday, we got Zoo playing Steel Rising, then Bad Road on his channel, Bad Road playing Shadowrun Hong Kong. And then Sue in September will be playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Thursday, we got Alice playing Final Fantasy XII, Andy playing something. There's no way that they're going to be they're not going to be finished Shadows of Rose by then. And unless, you know, skipping streams, it's possible. And then Friday, it's back around to me. So, thank you all for coming. If you need to see more of us in the meantime, we've got a YouTube channel with VODs going back like 6 years or some shit now. And I highly recommend perusing it. And that's all the things. So, good night.